Mark Watts, elitefts.com. We're going to talk about straps today. And one of the questions people says, well, who doesn't know how to use straps? Well, you'd be surprised. And remember, again, starting out, there's a lot of people that are in a transition where they're training a little heavier, they're going to the next phase, and they may not know really how to use straps. We'll go over that. Also, we sell a bunch of different kinds of straps, and we'll just kind of go over the differences between those. So first we're going to talk about is our old school straps. So the old school straps are basically set up like a teardrop. Now, we have two kinds, the orange, and then we have our super heavies, which obviously are the next step up. Now, there's no left or right on these, so we get a lot of questions about that. The stitching is the way it is. And remember, this part's not going to really be in contact with your hand anyway. It's going to be in contact with the bar, so that doesn't matter. There's no right or left with these. The advantage of these straps, again, putting your hands through and then wrapping around the bar is a lot of times for Olympic lifts. You have a quick transition. It's a really quick release. If you're doing pulls or whatnot and you got to go ahead and drop the weight, you can actually let go of your hand and that bar will just roll out. The second one is if you're doing a lot of circuit type work, you're doing some back work, going from machine to machine, exercise to exercise, you want to save that grip a little bit. This is a really quick, easy transition to get to be able to utilize this. So again, those are our two types of old school straps. So really good for Olympic lifting and some quick in and out. So the other straps we have, we'll go over each one of these. We'll talk about, this is our basic, we have two basic kinds, the reds and the blues. Now, there's no real differences. One is about 5 cents more expensive. One's $10, one's $9.95. They're not on sale, and there's no reason for that. We just do that to mess with you. But with these, the way to do it is that you pull one end through the other, and then how you have it set up is, if you have it set on the ground, when you have these straps, you want to put your hand through with the strap laying down, and now that'll be in that same direction between your finger and your thumb. Right, so again, some people like to do it the opposite, but this is probably the easiest way to get used to putting straps on. As far as utilization with this, and again, the easiest way to do this is, obviously, if this is a barbell, is to wrap it around. And then once you have that, and again, if you want to have it so that it's not over top of itself, so that again, the more it's over top of yourself, the more unevenness you're going to have, and the thicker that bar actually becomes. Once you grab that, you want to kind of rev it the opposite of a motorcycle, re-grab, rev, re-grab, and that way it's going to be tight on the wrist. If you're utilizing this with any kind of pulls or back movements, obviously you want it tight as possible. If you're one of those coaches that utilize straps for Olympic lifts, and I'm not judging if that's what you want to do, make sure that that strap is not so tight, so if they catch the clean, again, you see most high schools in America, they use the straps for the cleans. If you make sure that it's not so tight that it inhibits the wrist in that catch position. So again, that's going to be based on your philosophy. So that's a quick way to do that. As far as some of the differences between these, again, our regular blue, we have the orange stripe, which it actually has rubber in that stitched into the actual strap itself, and it just really adds as far as grip on your hand and grip on the bar as well too. So that's kind of the next step up. We do have the leather. Now the leather is unique. Some people like it, some people hate it. The one thing I would just caution you about the leather is that sometimes if you use a lot of chalk, sometimes that can actually inhibit your grip a little bit. So if you're using the leather, a lot of strongmen sometimes use this. I would probably incorporate some kind of grip, some kind of tacky or some liquid grip, whatnot, for this. So that's the only drawback, but it is a different feel. And again, the leather we have is soft. It's a little bit more pliable than most. The next step up from the blue straps is the super heavy duty. And again, same basic scenario. Most of our straps are going to be about 1.5 inches in width. We do have some that are 2 inches in width, so that'll add a little bit to that surface area. So I'll talk about, this is our Yellow Jacks. This is probably our most heavy-duty wrap in this series. And this is the Yellow Jackets. They're going to be more of a cloth material. It's going to be thicker, and it's also wider. So it's at 2 inches in width. We also have the orange stripe in 2 inches width too. And again, the one thing to be cautious about, this is for people with big hands, for people that are doing some heavy pulls, some 18-inch deadlifts, whatnot. And again, the only thing to caution about with these, with the thicker straps, is that when it wraps around the bar, obviously that surface area of that strap's going to take on the bar is going to be a little bit, it's going to take more room. So again, make sure that if you're going to double up and have the strap rolled on top of each other, make sure that you know that, again, that's going to basically thicken the width of that bar. So that's pretty basic with those. So again, if you have any questions about how to use straps or which straps are best for you, don't forget to give us a call, 888-854-8806, or visit us at elitefts.com. Thanks.